darlings. Happy Valentine's Day. Serendipity, I am thrilled to see you in the chat. How are you, my friend? So, hi, everybody. We got Penny's in here. And, I'm scrolling back up. Deborah, you're all the way at the top. Firsty first. Who else is here? Let me see. I know. I'm sure you've been busy, Sari. So Rose is here. Oh, I'm scrolling. My comments are jumping. Info Entertainment, my favorite. Glad to have internationals here. And I think I said Sharon. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Jay. Surprise! Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So I was going to do a Valentine's live over the weekend, and my weekend got away from me, but I did a bunch of production videos. So you guys should have a bunch of production videos coming up. Also, I'm going to be doing shorts. I'm going to do a vibe card every day for you guys. So we've got some set up for the week, and I'm going to do an animal. I can never say this word. Apothecary. I always want to say apothecary. I actually have to look at it. So all this week, look for the shorts with these. They're going to be really fun. And I'm going to start doing a tarot card of the day for you guys too. I know I have a few students in the chats right now, and I figure that's going to be a nice thing. So I'll do like different decks. I'll feature different decks. So I hope everybody has their Valentine ready. I'm going to do just a vibe card for all of us. And this is just for all of us to raise our vibe today. I clear my energy field. So let's clear that up. So I'm going to put that on our stand. And I'll talk a little bit before we get into some readings. I'm going to tell you, I think I finally cleared my energy field this weekend. That I have a girlfriend who's super, super spiritual, and I adore her. But she lives out on the other coast, and she's a hairdresser, and she talks about decluttering your hair all the time. I'm not going to cut my hair. I've been growing it out for a while, but she talks about decluttering your hair and how that will declutter your energy field. And it really said a lot of things to me. So I have been decluttering at home, but I've been doing it physically, and I haven't been doing it kind of energetically. So yesterday, I'm going to be honest, I got up and I did a few things. I did some laundry. I kind of paced myself and did some laundry. And by the end of the night, I was not frantic, and I just was like ready to coast into bed. I watched Rihanna perform. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. Not really interested, but it was really cool. I'm redoing my course with Lori Williams and Intuitive Specialists. I'm redoing my CRV course. So I'm getting some good results. Oh, this is really cool. And I'm bummed out that Shelly's not here. So Greg, just by being around me, Greg sees my CRV course that I'm retaking. He just, I have my computer on, he's watching it or listening to it. So he knows a thing or two. He knows a thing or two about insurance too, because my office is in his man cave. But so Shelly called me up and told me that her cousin's dog went missing, Bo. And those of you that follow or are Facebook friends with me, you'll see I posted about Bo the other day, and I said, help find this dog. And Shelly, when she had called me up, I shared that, but she said, can you guys help us? And I said, well, we were on our way to the mall, of all things. And I never go to the mall. So I said, well, what, you want us to come out? She goes, no, can you do a little CRV? So I was like, okay. So I grabbed out a receipt and I started doing some of the CRV and some of the reporting. And Greg goes, playground. There's a colorful playground. And I was like, okay, I'm immediately getting a a house, a gray house with gray shutters. And I'll pull up the picture. I'll pull up her text message and share that with you. Not her text message, but I can show you the pictures that she sent. So, and I kept saying there's some kind of water, like there's water or something there. And they found him at Crystal Pond. And they found him not far. Let me get the picture from this, and I'll put my other screen on so you guys can see it. So that's the house that I saw, and that's the playground that Greg saw. So Bo is home safe and sound, but we were both kind of blown away that we found him. So we were very happy about that. So, life is good. So, and tonight is also Shelly. Actually, they've been feeling under the weather. They all came down with something, there's some kind of stomach thing. So she may show up, she may not. But tonight is actually the 2-year anniversary of Shelly and I starting Fortune Cookies together. So there's a lot of special things going on. I definitely want to do some manifestation tonight. I'm going to bust out my a canvas. I'm going to do a vision board. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do in the next year, and a lot of people do it on New Year's Eve. I'm doing it tonight. I'm going to drop my pebble into the pond and send some ripples out. So, I keep getting the number 183 keeps coming up for me. That was actually my address when I was a kid. So I keep getting the number 183. So I'm going to play some numbers. I'm going to put it on my vision board. I'm gonna try and drive for 183,000 subs. Maybe not in the next year, but that number 183 is coming up really nicely for me. So let's do some magic, guys. We're gonna do some fun stuff. So who wants to get a reading? I'm gonna go back through the comments, and this is special night for you guys. So. Oh, and I lost 7 pounds. Yay, 7 pounds. Sharon's baking cookies. I'm like trying to stay away from like the chocolates. Greg brought home a bunch of big hearts of chocolate, and one of them I opened up yesterday. Or no, Saturday I busted into it. Oh, Jay, you agree? Apothecary. I got to get the TH in there first, right? So, and I hope I'm not yelling. I did a reading on Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, and I wanted to expand on that if nobody wants to jump in right away. Hi, Robin's Reflection. How are you, honey bunny? I know, Rose, I was so happy when he's such a cute dog too. Like, there's nothing more unnerving when one of your pets disappears. We had an incident with Pusheen, our cat. She's a rescue from Kuwait. And my daughter had her window open. She's on the second floor, and my daughter had her window open. I guess Pusheen saw something out there and jumped at the screen. The screen fell out. My daughter screamed. The cat freaked out, ran out onto the roof, jumped off the roof, and took off. And like, we live in the woods, so like it was totally nerve-wracking. So it was just completely so scary. So oh, Rose, thank you so much. Hang on. Just let me know what you want me to read, because I'm seeing people there. I saw somebody up here who said, can I be added? Going back up. Oh, Info Entertainment, you are my favorite. So somebody posted, can I be added? And I'm not seeing it now. Oh, let them ponies run. Hi, honey. Everybody's so happy today. Lopez, can I be added? That's what I was looking for. Sure thing, honey. So, you know what? You look like a fab deck. So I'm going to pull out my Cosmopolitan deck. And I just found this on, I got this deck. I think I got it like at Barnes and Noble or something crazy like that. And I just found it on Amazon and I put the link on one of my videos. So if you like this deck and you want to learn how to read, it's actually a pretty cool deck. It's very straightforward advice. It's not, it feels like a fashion photographer who's like, no, you must stand like this. Like, it's just very, very direct. So Lopez. We're going to do Love Life. I guess everybody's getting Love Life readings. Hang on, let me bust out my rose quartz here. Rose quartz. And we're also going to bust out my Under the Roses Lenormand. Put this on the side. And, you know, I was going to pull out the Romantic Tower. I'll pull it out for now, but it's not my favorite deck. It's just not. So we'll pull it out just in case the mood may strike me. So this is my little lovey-dovey box. I keep my lovey-dovey decks in here. So. Lopez. And you guys have me until 9 o'clock. I can stay on for a whole 2 hours. So if you'd like a reading, please type it out in bold if it's a relationship thing or you want to ask about Bobby or Susie or Kitty Cat or whoever. Just put it in bold, put it all caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. And I don't have Gregopedia working as my producer tonight. And if you want to donate, I would appreciate it. And I see I've got some donations coming in. Thanks so much. So Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, and Three of Wands. So Lopez, you don't know where to start with the whole relationship thing. You've been hurt before, and you just want, you know, more than anything, you want to find that person who's going to work together with you as a team. And, you know, you don't want someone to rescue you. You're not this damsel in distress. But, you know, you keep finding people that don't fill in the gaps for you. And that sounded really salacious, but it wasn't. So you're finding people that just don't, and this sounds terrible because like, I don't want you to think I'm saying, you know, somebody has to bring, you know, all this good stuff to the table. They've got to earn you, you know. It's really about having complementary gifts and skills and behaviors, and you're just not finding that in people. And more than anything, you want to walk forward with someone, you know, arm in arm. You want to link arm in arm with someone, and it's like the pickings are slim, but what's holding you back is this past heartache. So this is like the one that got away, or the one, you know, when we say, oh, the one that got away, you know, it's usually the one, you know, that had a big impression on us. Like, you know, I'm still, my jury is still, you know, in the jury room about the whole twin flames thing, because my philosophy is all of our energies are interwoven. Like we're interwoven like this. It's not like there's, you know, two halves of one whole. And we have experiences with all manner of energy sources. You know, your ex-boyfriend who was really, really awesome to you, but just couldn't commit. You know, you can kind of go away from that energy source and go find something that you've never experienced before in this lifetime or any other lifetime. So, you know, I think that we have a huge pool of resources that we can tap into as far as energy sources and relationships. And, you know, we're not just limited to a few. So how do we find that person that's going to serve us best? Well, what we have to do is find this vibrational level that matches theirs. So, I tell people about my kids all the time. So my son vibrates in place like this, like he's very frenetic and he's very active like this. And my daughter orbits. She's very deliberate and slow and purposeful and considerate, and she weighs all of her options, and she's a little bit slower to make decisions, where my son is like, yeah, let's go do it. Which is odd because she's actually a fire sign, and she operates more like an earth sign. She's a very slow moving, very slow energy. So their energies do not mesh, and it makes for a very interesting sibling relationship. When we talk about romantic relationships and primary relationships in our lives, like we have to find someone who is vibrating at the same level. So now I know I said before that we have to find someone that's complementary for you, someone who brings something to the table, and that doesn't disqualify them having a vibrational pattern that's going to match yours. They can be orbiting with you and just have better skills at cooking or accounting or something like that. And you could be the heavy earner and the organizer, that kind of thing. So, that's the kind of person that we need to find someone who's going to be complementary and fill in the gaps for you. So, what do you need to do to find that person? And I think it is the vibrational level, finding that. But let's stop looking for it so hard externally. Don't look for this in the physical. Like, you like, don't scan the room. You're going to go inward and you're going to work on that level with yourself and just kind of get yourself to a point where you can bring that kind of a person in. Because sometimes when we're looking, we can't magnetize a person to us, and that's really what we need to do when we are looking. And like, kind of, like, I have girlfriends that are like swiping on the dating apps and things like that, and it's like they say to me, there's always a point where they're like, oh, it's like this desperate endeavor, and I just, it's like the same bozos I keep seeing. And I'm like, well, yeah, because like that's, a resource. And that makes it so easy, having these apps and things. It makes it so easy to just, it's like looking, I hate to say, like looking for a dog at, the SPCA, you're just kind of swiping. Oh, does this one look good? I don't know if the dog's going to bite me. I don't know if he's going to pee on my rug, but, he looks real cute in the picture. They took a great picture. So, you got to be careful with those. And I think getting out of the physical, stop looking for this person and start kind of going into that spiritual, where we meditate and create that pathway to get them to us. I think that's really the secret here. So I hope that resonates with you, my darling. So happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you so much for letting me read you. And so I'm scrolling down. So I am not sure if I say this, Vienna's. What a beautiful name. We will go over to some love cards. Soon we'll be making another spread. The love cards. I'm dating myself because I'm singing the love vote. Deannis, really beautiful name. I don't know if that's your real name, but it's a cool name. I got some jump out cards. Let's see what's going on in your love life, sweetie pie. So, so I know you want your partner to get off his butt. So I don't know if this is about getting off getting a move on to commitment. It looks like, you're kind of disgusted and like, not getting it done. Um, the wheel of fortune, it's almost like, you're not on the same page at the same time. And that's okay. He may not be in a position now where he is ready to commit. And I think that you're not quite in a position where you're just ready to dig in and kind of, it's almost like, dig into like a rabbit burrow, warren, isn't that what they call it, rabbit warren? Like dig in really deep and kind of settle in. It looks like, he's just not doing the work, and the result of that is that it's kind of sucking the emotion out of you. So how do we get around this? What do we do? What do we do to get around this? We'll pull this. So, and I hate to say like the you do you, but this is our devil card here. And this is such a cute devil card. I got to show you. Look at how cute she is. Oh my God, I love her. Best devil card ever. But if you look, she's got that little chain on her ankle. Oh, come on, focus in. There we go. She's got a little chain there. So, sometimes we need to unhitch and just you do you. You go and do whatever you need to do in the moment. Um, you know, I used to train dogs. I don't know if you know this, if you've been on the channel before, but I used to train security dogs. And one of the things I would train, puppy classes and those kinds of things. I do companion pets as well with aggression issues. But one of the things, like when your dog runs away, I know we're talking about dogs a lot today. When your dog runs away, like if a leash breaks or something, the worst thing you can do is chase after them because they go, "Oh, this is great. We're all going this way. Come on." And they're leading the pack. They're leading you down the street, and that could have disastrous results. But if you run backward and you call them and you open up your arms and you run backward and you make it look like you're in a play bow and you're having fun, and come with me, it's more fun over here, that sometimes the dog will come to you. Now, I'm not talking about your spouse as a dog, but sometimes when you go, you know what, I'm going to go to happy hour with the girls or with my sister or with my brother. And, you do you. I know you don't want to come on out, but I'm going to be over here having a great time. He may seem to kind of come along. So he may join in the fun. And that's going to be your litmus test. So that's what I want you to do. Just kind of give the litmus test to that one. If you find that somebody's not moving along for you and getting on board, give them a reason to follow you. So, always give them a reason to follow you. Be like that Rihanna last night. Oh my God, how awesome was she? I am a huge Rihanna fan. I think she is gorgeous, and I think she is spicy, and she is all kinds of super deluxe. She was great, and she had a bit part in This Is the End. And she was awesome. But I loved seeing her all blossomy last night. Oh, she was fantastic. So Becca, let's see what's going on with you. So this is setting some foundations, and isn't this interesting? So we've got 5s and 6s here. We've got 5 of coins in reverse, 6 of wands in reverse, and the 5 of cups in reverse. So when we look at the numbers in tarot, when we look at the pips, so the numbers are going to tell us how far we're in. And I always give the analogy of building a house. And so when we're at level 5, the foundation's already been set, and we've got all the contractors are hustling and bustling and working on just the nuts and bolts of the house, getting the drywall up, getting all the electrical in. And when we get into the 6s, we get the second story on, and we can kind of take a breath and step back and look at things. When they're in reverse, All right. The fives are places of instability and uncertainty. So it looks like you're getting through this level of uncertainty. You're kind of like, okay, I know where we're going with this. And then we move into a place of stability, the sixes, but you're still a little unsure about what we're doing there, a little unsure. And I think part of that is because this is our page of pentacles here. And the page of pentacles doesn't really have a carved out future. So I don't know if this is you are uncertain about where you're going to wind up, if you're making some choices about where you're going to plant your roots and where you're going to be, fully grounded and fully committed. In terms of life, not just in terms of relationship. And this justice card is about kind of weighing the pros and cons of all of that. So this could be either one of you. It could be, he's not ready to settle down, or he's not sure where he's going, finishing up school, finishing up a degree, deciding whether they're going to go on to another degree, something like that. So there's some level of instability here. And it even could be job or salary, that kind of thing. This is like a very fundamental thing. When we have the coins, it is a fundamental thing, but it can be education sometimes. So it looks like we've got a little bit of indecision here, decisions that need to be made. So what do we do to get out of this? Six of Cups. Remember what it is like, and more sixes, more fives. So we have Five of Swords and the Six of Cups right here. The Six of Cups is like, remember the good stuff. Remember the good stuff that you like about them. Decide if it's worth it, So this could be a situation where you maybe need to move on with them into another place. If that's the case, you really have to think like, hey, is the good stuff worth this? The Five of Swords. Now, remember what I just said. This is we're at a place where we're working together and we're thinking and solving problems together. So this is a collective work. And then the Four of Swords is usually rest and recovery. It's in reverse though. So this is where a time of action. So it looks like you guys, have some discussions to make, decide where you're going to wind up. It doesn't have to be like, well, I want to be in a house with a picket fence and wrap around porch and have 2.5 kids. But kind of the big plan needs to be set so that you both know where you're going to wind up. Keep getting San Francisco. I don't know if you're in San Francisco, but I keep getting San Francisco there. So there's something about San Francisco, or maybe that's just, I don't know. Could be just floating in there. So all right, so Rose, and I have all my rosy decks for you, Rose. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do for you, Rose? Hang on, I got another one for you. I have the Oracle of the Roses too. You know what's wild? I haven't bought a new deck in such a long time, and I literally ordered one for myself the other day. I ordered a Ciro Marchetti. I haven't cracked it yet, but I love Ciro Marchetti's work. So Rose, we're going to start out with a Oracle of the Rose for you. Look at how beautiful the side is on this card. It's like, this is like literally, I sound like Kylie Jenner. It's like this rosy, beautiful metallic on this deck. Love it. Love, love, love it. Sloppy shuffle. Did we do the sloppy shuffle? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. YouTube, I'm getting emails right now that are telling me to start my live. It's a good thing I started it before. All right, so let's see what kind of rose is. Oh, so we got the Modern Garden Rose. You are the caregiver. Take a look at what it has to say about the caregiver. Look, I'm going to do this without glasses. Making good choices is a little more important at the moment for yourself and for the projects and people under your care. Consider carefully what is bringing you contentment and serving you well, and what is not, and do something about it. The answer to any question should include the thought, how does this serve? The caregiver knows that support looks different for all different situations and people involved, and that there is no blanket form of comfort and care. They will assess the outlook carefully and create a structure of care to suit. So, curated care for the caregiver. So let's see what we got for you. Woo! Jumpy card, jumpy card. Boy, cards are jumping all over for you, Rose. Two of coins, choices, choices, choices. And so if you've got a certain love interest that is asking you out, I'm going to say do it. Don't worry about the work that you have to do. Don't worry about your responsibilities. You can take this respite and go enjoy yourself. Absolutely. And the you could take your time with this. You know, life gets in the way sometimes, and our responsibilities absolutely get in the way. Let them go for this. So if you have to pull the plug and go enjoy yourself for a day, go do it. It's going to serve you well. I think this invitation or this inclination is to go and do something that's very therapeutic, like a massage or pedicure or something like that. It's going to be very, very chill and very good for you. So definitely take advantage of that. If somebody's treating you to a day at the spa, take it. Believe me, I think that's a good idea. So Gregopedia and I went for reflexology a little bit ago. And Gregopedia said, you know what? I think what I like about reflexology is when it ends. So yeah, it's quite painful. He's like, it really hurts. I'm like, yeah, but it feels really good when it stops. He goes, yeah, I think that's why we like it. So Serendip, will Brother Chuck break up with evil girlfriend? So let's ask that first. And thank you so much, Serendipity. You are one of my biggest supporters. I love and appreciate you, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Now that was weird. I don't know if you saw that. I put it down and it kind of went sideways. And I feel like I should read it that way. I feel like it should stay that way. I'm going to do a heart of the matter. And then we're going to do under the surface. So, all right. So seven of coins. At the moment, he is not really, like today, like right now, this very moment, he is not thinking about the situation. Probably because it's Valentine's Day. You know, when you're in a dramatic situation, you don't want to do it around holidays. Hang on one sec. My sister told me tonight she's drinking her body weight in water. I think that's crazy. Every day, her body weight. It's bananas. So he just can't think about it. Currently, this is our strength card, and he is just biding his time, trying to do all the right things, trying not to stoke that fire, not ignite that fire. So he's keeping the peace at the moment, and that I think that's okay. Now, this is interesting because this is our 10 of Pentacles, and that's our family legacy, happy home life. And it's so weird because it came out, I don't know how it came out, but it spun and went right to the side. So I think he's really trying to figure out where this happy life is going to manifest from, like how that's going to happen or how that's going to look if he leaves her, if he moves on to another person or to another existence. I think he's really trying to figure out how to manifest like what that's going to look like. His imagination is very limited right now. We have our Page of Swords here, which is someone who is not speaking their mind. He is not getting his message out to her. Whatever he's burying a lot right now. So I think, you know, if you're in contact with him, support is the order of the day for him. He really needs that, because it's almost, I hesitate to use the term henpecked husband, but it's like he's just, he can't do anything right now. You know, whatever he says, it turns into like a little bickering thing. Under the surface, I think the relationship is over for him. I don't know if you heard that. I'm like whispering. I think the relationship is over for him, and I think he is trying to be generous and remember how nice it was in the past. And biding his time before he moves on. You know, he really needs to create a path. So he's just trying to keep things, keep the peace for the moment. So let's do a little what if. You know, it's so funny because I just remembered something. When I was in high school, I started dating this guy, and was, I guess, right before our graduation. And his mother was actually the woman who got me into tarot cards. She's a very, very amazing person. And when I met her, I had convinced him to walk in graduation. I was like, oh, come on. Like, you'll regret that your whole life. Come on, you got to walk in graduation. And so when I met her, she thanked me for making him walk in graduation. She was like, I was manifesting someone to come and get him to walk in graduation just so I could see it. And then the universe brought me this goddess. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. So she thought I was a goddess. It was so great. So let's see. What if Chuck is free from those shackles? Will he get a goddess? Will a goddess manifest for him? Try and find Chuck a goddess. I see people coming in and out of the room. Thanks so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want a reading, just put it in caps or send me a super chat. So I think he's going to be a little bit cautious after this one. I think he will be very, very careful about who he hitches his cart to. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, and then our Page of, or Knight of Pentacles, sorry. Under the surface, we have our, he's a Page of Cups. See, just doesn't feel like the return on investment is really great for any woman that he invests his time with. Very reluctant to get stuck in another household with someone. He wants to make sure that he keeps his own household, you know, creates that castle for himself, that the citadel that he can stay in. And up here, that two of coins, he just doesn't want to really share his life. I think he'll need a breather for a little bit. He will need, you know, some time to himself. But is there anybody in the future? Let's see, anybody in the future? Give it a try. Give it a try. He will be content with himself for quite some time. I wouldn't worry about him. I think I think it's going to be a healing process for him for a little bit longer. I think it's best if he just kind of take some time to heal up over that. So you, of course, we can talk about that later if you want some more serendipity. Thank you so much, darling. All right, so J. Marcus, I am going to bust out a different deck for you. Actually, no, we're going to stay with this. No, even better. Let's do some Lenormand. Let's do this. Whew. Stars, Crossroads, Clock Tower, Locket. Oh, boom, there he is. I don't think he's going to look like an 80s, Duran Duran member. That definitely looks like 80s Duran Duran member. Or K-pop. He might be K-pop. But I'm married to an Asian guy, so if you're into K-pop, that's totally cool. So Jay, the stars, having this hopeful feeling, this hopeful disposition is really good, because what that does is it actually creates these different avenues and crossroads to which we can find the stability and the clock tower here, which is, the clock tower is not only stability, but it's also the center of town. So, people will gather around the clock tower. They'll go there to see what's going on. There'll be bulletins, posted up on the clock tower. So all of this, maintaining this very hopeful disposition, opens up these crossroads so that we can get to stability. They're going to lead to the stability. And that's where we find our surprise of this gentleman. So we'll go over to the tarot and see what the tarot tells us about this new relationship. How soon can we expect this K-pop superstar to show up in the town square under the stars with jewelry? Like this guy already. Comes with flowers, jewelry, knows what time it is. So we got a little bit of time to wait. Oh, but there's our, oh my goodness. Well, here he comes. Look at this. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, Ace of Swords, usually the swords are like a wintry kind of vibe, going in reverse. I think we're gonna see more, a wintry vibe. Now we're coming out of winter, and like this is always a tricky part of the year. Like, season change is always a tricky part of the year when we have these fall seasons, because the way that I see things, the suits mean different things, but the way I see things is like, okay, it's cold, it's icy, it's a little chilly, or it's like a bright sunny day, it's like summer, it's like that murky spring that's coming in, a little rainy, supposed to be really nice out, but it's not. So for this, I'm getting a sense of, like, I'm seeing ice on the ground, ice on asphalt. So it's definitely going to be during some colder weather. We're at a weird point in New Jersey. Like, we could all of a sudden get like a crazy cold snap and like have a blizzard, even though it's been like a super mild winter. And I think it was like, it's 51 degrees right now. It's 7:30 and it's 51 degrees in New Jersey on February 13th. That's bizarre. So the icy aspect, I want you to think about the icy aspect more than the timing on this one. But this is, look, we've got the chuppah, and this is our Four of Wands. This is the marriage card. This is home. You're going to find him. You're going to drag him right in. Then the Nine of Wands, which is, after all the trials and tribulations, we get to that citadel and we're holed up with somebody. I mean, this is just, really good stuff here. Queen of Pentacles, it looks like you will be moving toward him. So, and I wouldn't be worried about that, because this is a person who's had a single life for long enough they're ready to have somebody there. The doors are going to be open. The opportunity is going to be there. I wouldn't worry too much about that, leaning into him. 3 of Pentacles here. It's going to be, 3 of Pentacles here. This is somebody who's going to want to build a life with you. So if he looks like K-pop and he's like a fabulous multimillionaire, all the better. So I hope that was good. But I'm sorry that I'm not getting, springtime or a time zone that's a little bit closer to what we're having right now, but it just doesn't feel like it feels definitely icy. So info entertainment, darling. Let's see what we have for you. Finance is getting better. So the key, and we're on the Lenormand here, the key is to ground yourself a little bit better. No wild cards. Better accounting. Definitely better accounting is going to bring that in. So whenever there's a windfall, okay, so if you ever get a big dump of money into your bank account, you need to save some of it, parcel some of it out. The accounting, your accounting book. Like my mother always says to me, have you balanced your checkbook? I'm like, Mom, it's not 1978. We don't have checkbooks anymore. There's just money in, money out. It just goes. So, do the accounting on it. But, a financial advisor had once told me, he's like, whenever you get money, pay yourself first. And that means like pay your future self first. So you're supposed to take money out and save it someplace. In this economy, not many of us can do that. We just don't have that luxury. So this is your fix for the issue. So what you need to do, this is like a fixable problem. This is something that you need to fix in terms of your analysis of money in, money out. So the behavior of money in, money out. So are we going to, what is the pathway to getting more coins in your pocket? What is the pathway here? What is the pathway? See if we can open this up. So the Wheel of Fortune here, okay? The Wheel of Fortune here says there's always going to be a bill that you have to pay, or a debt that you have to pay, or something that, say you get, $100. There's always going to be something that you could spend that on. But what you have to do is spend some of it on the future. You have to put some of that in a box on top of your refrigerator, or behind your bed, or in a bank account, if you're that kind of person, or stuff it in the mattress. You have to pull some of that off. You can't say the whole $100 is going to go to pay for this bill or part of this bill. You have to make sure that you pay future info entertainment 1,000. See what I did there? So you have to do that, and then you're going to see that little piggy bank grow. So, and I know that's hard to do. I mean, some of us are paying $8 for eggs. I'm not paying $8 for eggs, but some of us are. So I think that's what you have to do, and keep the accounting, because there's always going to be surprises there. There's always going to be that bill that has to get paid, or a surprise bill. I just got a surprise bill for $1,700. That was a delight. Yay. That was so much fun. So keeping the accounting, and you're going to see those numbers start to go up. So start stuffing that mattress. I believe that you can do it. Becca, let's see. I think I already read for you, Becca, but will you meet someone soon? Anything? I think I did that, but here, I'll do, will I meet someone soon? We'll do this with Lenormand. Surprises. Ooh, the whip, the dog, the bear. This is another don't force it situation. So, but the dog and the bear, all right, and this isn't like a hot diggity dog diggity bad guy. This is the dog as a loyal friend, and the bear is someone who takes very much charge of their life. They're very much in charge, and they'll bring you through the clouds and the time of dearth. So I question whether this is someone that is actually a friend of yours right now that you have not counted, that you've kind of cut off and haven't considered as someone who could be a love interest potential. So I want you to kind of look through scroll through your phone and see if there's somebody who is like a fix it. So at one point, I don't know if you ever know the term pocket boyfriend, but I know gals that have used guys as pocket boyfriends. And so what that means is they're dating a million guys, but they have like a guy friend that, whenever they need a piece of furniture moved or they need somebody to borrow a truck, like they call up the pocket boyfriend who comes over and does it. And the pocket boyfriend secretly has like a little yen for that person, but they don't outwardly do it because they're just a little too shy about it. But yeah, pocket boyfriends. So not very cool, not very cool. So oh, me too. Let them ponies run. Yeah. So update on Penny's relationship. So Penny, I am gonna bring in, I'm not gonna use the love deck for you. I always feel like this is such a great deck. And now that YouTube doesn't let us have nudity, I can't use my favorite text. This is one of my favorites, though. Let's see. Foundations are still good, but tensions are high. So, this is still like that working out of the details things. Up here, the union's solid. We've got our 10 of Pentacles, our 4 of Wands. This is our dominant energy here, and this is the under the surface energy. Stick him in there, that little moon. But it looks like the communications are very cheap. Like there's just not, like, it's almost like he's so secure in the relationship that he's not communicating very well. And like this is the hard part. Like on his end, he's like, well, everything's good. Like, what do I have to do? Like, we're doing great. Everything's terrific. Like, what are you worried about? He's not getting that there's a value to just maintaining some kind of flow of conversation and a flow of planning for the future. So he's just like, what? Like, we did everything we were supposed to do. Like, what else do you want me to do? He doesn't want to keep talking about the process. He just is like, all right, well, we made a plan. Like, now we just have to wait for the plan to happen, like, and he's, as a result of that, he winds up kind of questioning whether, like that, like you're into it. So like, it's a very weird dynamic on his part. Sometimes we have to take our foot off the gas a little bit and just live in the moment, even though we want to get to Wally World. I know this is like such a weird reference. Even though we want to get to Wally World, like we still want to go to the Grand Canyon, pick up Aunt Edna, go see Uncle Eddie, cousin Eddie. We still want to go do those things. And I know like this is a little bit of a different circumstance because you guys are, operating on different fields. The process, you have to understand the commitment of the relationship, and you have to honor the commitment of the relationship. And he's pretty solid. So he says, if he's going to be there, he's going to be there. It's just a matter of the logistics at this point. So, just be patient with him. Here's our 8 of Wands in reverse. Things are going to go slow. There's going to be some complications with, details, paperwork, that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? There's just going to be some difficulties with, that transition from one place to the other. So, but you know what? He's solid there. You're solid there. The plan is, not totally fleshed out, but the plan is your goal is the same. Let's put it that way. So I think we're headed, absolutely in the right direction and in a common direction, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. Let me give you a rose card while I'm at it. I'll give you a rose card. All these roses. The Citizen, Modern Garden Rose. So let's see what the Citizen has to say. 37. So is what you are doing in keeping with the direction and outcome that you want to achieve? Oh, this is so awesome. If not, would you need to change for you to better align with the energies to achieve balance and success? It is all well and good being the rebel, but sometimes you do need to fit in, work with proven methods, and not try to reinvent the wheel to get to your goal. The Citizen is an everyday person who is focused on democracy and the betterment of people. They are approachable, friendly, and easy to connect with others. So I think, just doing that reconnection, I know it's really hard because he's like, what? We don't have to talk every day. Like everything's cool. That's a really hard, kind of attitude. Like Gregopedia is like that because I'm the talker, like I'm the one who's going a mile a minute, and he's, the still water that runs deep. So it, I totally get that. Like, he doesn't want to talk about things, I'm like, I need to talk. And he's like, again? I'm like, to get it out. So, I think that's going to be kind of an interesting, future for you and your paramour. So I love raccoons. Trash Panda Tarot. Oh my god, I do need to check that out. I certainly will. And you don't need a new brother. You know what? I think he's really battered, Serendipity. I think he's been really beaten up by this, and he's going to need a bit of time to recover from it. He's going to need a bit of time to come up to the surface. So this stinks. It stinks. So let's see. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing, and I see you right there. So let me bring you up. Oh, thanks, Becca. Yeah, my nail guy is awesome. And he just got married, which was so funny. I did a reading for him. I didn't know he was getting married. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, do you have like this secret sweetheart or something? He was like, I'm getting married. I was like, ah. So he just got back from his honeymoon, and I was like, you're doing nail art for me. So great guy, though. Great guy. I think I have their link on here. If I don't, I have to fix that because I do have my hairdresser's link on here because he is a wizard. He's a hair wizard. He's been working on my hair since I was like 22 years old. All right. Love life for you, Catherine. Love life. All right, Catherine. Oh, we're going to scooch over just a little bit. So we got a lot going on here. 7 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands. We have our High Priestess and our 5 of Cups, 6 of Coins, Magician, and then our, Empress and High Priestess. So Empress in reverse and High Priestess in reverse. So this is what I get for not wearing glasses. I can't tell my ones from my twos from my threes. So a lot's going on here. So, when we have those sevens, I said before, sevens, 5, 6, we're like right in the middle of the transition, right in the middle of the project, right in the middle of, get this. We have the masquerade where they're revealing their faces. So, all things are revealed and we are, ripping off the scab, stripping to the bone, that kind of thing. So we're going to be able to see more clearly. This is a good thing for the 7 of Wands because now we're creating balance. When everything is out on the table, we can create that balance and we can see very clearly what matters and what doesn't. That brings us to this Empress card. So the Empress card is our mother card. This is taking care of people. Sometimes when she's in reverse, we're not taking care of those that are closest to us. We're not attending to the needs of those that are closest to us. So this could be very much finding that balance in life where and I tell my family all the time, like, sometimes I have to be mommy and sometimes I have to be wifey and sometimes I have to be dog mommy and sometimes I have to be cat mommy, and sometimes I have to be work Anna and sometimes I have to be tarot Anna. So we can have those different roles and dialing back our nurturing behavior is not a bad thing all the time. Like sometimes, and I think as women, we tend to, especially if we're working and we have children, we have pets and we have, side projects and we're trying to work out, we're trying to drink all our water and take vitamins and whatnot. Sometimes we neglect that self-care thing. This could be, dial back the care for other people and kind of bring it into yourself for self-care. And that's what the reason I think it's, dialing back the care of others and investing more in yourself is because this 5 of Cups is like there's something missing. And the something missing is not something that you can get externally. The something missing is refilling and replenishing your own cup. And that means loving ourselves sometimes, not, not like, oh, you got to love yourself, but sometimes like we have to like stop and go, I'm pretty freaking awesome here. And I got to pay attention to myself a little bit more. If that means you take a 10-minute shower or a 20-minute shower and, you do a body scrub, and like, that's my thing on Sunday. Like I do a full body scrub with 2 different kinds of scrub. I like wash my hair a million times. I put a hair mask on. I like go bananas. I try and do like a really good facial. I do like a resurfacing and facial, and I feel brand new at the end of it all. That's like my self-care at the end of the week. And I don't always get to it, but I really try to get to it. But that I think is going to replenish you and bring back that energy and that excitement and that kind of calmness. You're going to be more generous with yourself, and you're going to, kind of feed that in. And I know everyone like fried Gwyneth Paltrow for this, for saying like, when you're in, being a parent's like being in the airplane, you have to put the oxygen on yourself first. You do have to put the oxygen on yourself first. Maybe not all the time, but you have to do it sometimes. You have to kind of replenish yourself first. So this Empress in reverse is about being out of touch with the spirit too, being out of touch with that, your intuitive self, with your spiritual self. So doing this level of self-care, the hard stuff is going to be there. The ability to be all things, be mommy, dog mommy, work mommy, whatever. You can always do that, but press pause and kind of take care of yourself for a little bit. So I think that's what's going on. So you've got to be your own Valentine. Even if you have a Valentine, you should be your own Valentine and kind of treat yourself extra special, which I think, all of us should do on the reg. I just do. Let me scroll down. Certainly. Look at Harry. Yeah. Telling secrets. Hi, Amanda. Hi. My daughter's moon sign. It may be. You know what? I have her chart upstairs. I have to look. Hi, Michaela. We'll do a little reading for you. Woo! Welcome to the club. I don't know if Michaela's still here. I hope you are. Woo! Jump outs all over the place. Let's see what's going on. Got a lot of energy going on today, guys. A lot of jump out energy. I'm not doing the sloppy shuffle thing because I lost the chats before. I couldn't find my spot back in the chats. So, Michaela. All right, Michaela. So you have to watch where you're going, sweetie pie. All right, watch what you're getting yourself into, because you have a tendency to get yourself into pickles every now and then. So, and I have a feeling it is, and this is a pretty racy card. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble, but this is our 8 of Wands. This is our speed and completion, heading toward completion. When it's in reverse, this is like indulgence and staying in that bed, just getting coffee and going for another round on a Sunday morning. So, that's, I'm like blushing saying that, but sometimes you get yourself in this pickle because, we wind up with that King of Wands. All right. Our King of Wands. This can be a really, really powerful sexuality. I mean, look at this guy. He's just hanging out there. He's just sexy on his throne. So this is the temptation that pulls you in, that, really fiery, sexy, sweet looking guy. And then here under the surface, even though he looks like a good guy up top, under the surface, he's a playa. He's the magician. I'm sorry, I'm not focused there. There's our magician, playa. He's got all the skills to drive you nuts. So you got to be careful of these guys. How do we avoid them? What's your best defense against them? Okay, is to stay grounded. Even if it seems like it's going to be the best time in the world, keep one of your girls on the side. And this is our strength in reverse. Don't give in to those physical screaming. We've all been there. Listen, I was 21 once myself too. And, at the end of the night, we're all having fun getting out of there and trying to pair up. So, you got to be careful of this. Super sexy guy, you can appreciate art. Let's just put it that way. If there's some artwork standing in front of you, you can appreciate it. If that artwork is talking and telling you a good song, yeah, you're gonna fall for it. So, and the 10 of Wands, what winds up happening is you get in for the fun, you're having a great time, and then it gets all heavy and it gets crazy. So, you have to watch out for that. So, super, super grounded, always kind of get the number. And I don't even know if people still do this, like if they go out to clubs and race home with somebody that they just met. I don't even know. Like I was coming up in the 90s. So that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun in the clubs when I was younger. So I hope that resonated with you, Michaela. I hope I didn't put you on the burner. I didn't mean to. We've all been there, I appreciate art too. Gregopedia is a work of art. He's a piece of work. Gregopedia. And Amanda, your brother is married to an evil woman. Gregopedia is married to an annoying woman. So okay, Donna. All right, I'm going to pull out a different deck for you, Donna. And you know what? I don't care if nobody on here is going to call me out for using this deck. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. That's a good card. We're gonna take that one. 10 of Pentacles. So yes, whatever offer that he has coming to him is going to be a good offer, but I don't know if it's going to be where he winds up. It feels a little bit more like a lily pad job. Lily pad job is like one that you just get for the meantime, and then you keep looking for another one. So that may be a good move for him. Keeping those options open, not knowing that that's not the end of the road, may be a good thing. I think we've talked before. I think you told me he was an IT guy, or in some kind of technology. So he can keep looking and see if there's something still out there. Like he can almost set up a schedule where he continues to send out. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Continue to send out his resume while he's onboarding at the new place. Like he could do that. Is there going to be something better for him in the future? Yeah, he's gonna have a couple of different jobs. So lily pad job for this next one, the next offer that he gets is probably something he's going to stay at very temporarily. He should keep looking for another job. That next job is going to give him skills that he'll need to get the next job. So I don't see him getting into a really permanent position that he's going to like for at least another two assignments. So but that's not to say that any of these things are going to be bad. This is just going to be the path that he's going to take. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Hope that made sense. And we didn't get any nudie cards, so we're going to scroll a little bit more. Oh, good. That worked. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Donna. Thank you for your super sticker, darling. Loved it. Thank you. That's great. Oh, great. Penny, everyone's happy. Oh, I lost my so okay, info entertainment. I just hit that. But you know what? I didn't see like when it was going to get better. It's almost like the work has to be done on your part. You have to get craftier with the finances. So just, and it's like very detail oriented, like with that ledger. And just kind of whittling down different things and making sure that you do put some money in the pot. Okay. So, oh, disclaimer banner. Thank you so much. I knew something wasn't right. I knew I was missing something. Oh, where are my banners? I can't even find my banners. I have no banners today. Oh, there they are. Okay. Found it. Good call. Where is it? There we go. Okay, and I'm back. Oh, okay. To-do. Thank you, everyone, for yelling at me. Oh, serendipity. Thank you. I try. Oh, look, we got trolls. Trolls in the dungeon. Oh, that's so annoying. I got two of them. Tiffany Taylor is jumping on all of my people here. Is it seriously? Is it supposed to snow in Seattle? That's awesome. I hope there's icy streets and you meet that K-pop guy. Watch, there's like a K-pop concert going on. Oh, yay! Weddings. Thank. How come that won't go away? Oh, there we go. Serendipity. K-pop is Korean pop music. So it's like a whole genre of music. This is like new to me. So, I think my internet's acting weird. K-pop. So, all right. I'm still looking. Yeah, Craig's eggs are crazy expensive. Um, yeah, serendipity. We do oatmeal and eggs. Gregopedia loves hard boiled eggs. I actually have to make him some tonight. And like we have to have the oatmeal with it because we both need the protein. Protein's like really good for pre-diabetes. So hi, Simon says you're not late. I have a pocket boyfriend. I'll send my son down to you, and he can do all your little chores around the house. He will complain about it the whole time. Hi, Sunny girl. You know what? It depends. It depends. On it depends on the situation. I the like whole men is from Mars, women are from Venus totally makes sense to me. So, they're just different things that we need. Ooh, boy, my internet's being really weird. Scrolling through. Someone says we need to talk. No. Hi, Kushi. Hi. Oh, Shelly. Oh, Shelly did. I told the story about Bo at the beginning of the feed. I said you weren't feeling well. I didn't know if you were coming, and I said it's our 2-year anniversary for Fortune Cookies Tarot. So everybody say, "Yay, Shelly! Hope you're feeling better." Healing vibes to Shelly and her fam. So yes, she can attest that we oh, was it Tiffany Taylor or Bianca that you cursed out? You don't have to curse them out, just block them. Just block them for me. So oh, I love you too. You don't have to curse anybody out for me though. Oh, Bianca. Galentine's weekend. Sunny girl. I did say sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. I'm just going through all these comments. Oh, Mystic Rose. I'm going to pull a rose card for you. Here, you're getting a rose. A couple of roses here. So you're getting a rose. So we got the sage, which is the General Washington rose. And that is 43. Let's see what this has to say. So listen well as you are being given help and knowledge you require. It is not just in the form you are seeking. Also, open yourself to your inner sage, as here also lays the way best attuned to your most authentic path forward. You may find great benefit in taking time out for yourself, retreating from a situation, or even going on a holiday or short trip. The sage retreats to a place where they can absorb the learnings made, it says learnings, made on journeys undertaken. They are ready for the seekers who will open their hearts and minds to the possibilities that come from a willingness to live the truth. So that's a nice little message. Shelly Belly, I'm going to give you one of these too. See what we get for you. Shelly Belly and I were going to spend Valentine's Day together, and I was going to fill her children with candy. That was my plan. I was going to fill them with sugar and chocolate. But since they are under the weather, they will be staying home. So let's see if we get a healing card for you. The Gardener. Is it just one? This is like this deck, this Oracle of the Roses is like some of the heaviest card stock I've ever seen in my whole life. It's like, ah, this is like the strongest card stock ever. So the Gardener, Shelly Belly. Shelly Belly. So we have, you can't expect the harvest unless you plant the right seeds and are prepared to nurture your crop. And so it is with energies and situations around you at the moment. You can expect a good harvest if you have put in the work. If not, then you better start looking at how you can improve next time. People, relationships, and you all need multifaceted attention to grow. The gardener does not always work according to original plans. They are prepared to change, move, and adapt in line with the seasons, events, and challenges that the world presents. So there you go. So your monkey wrench this week was you got thrown a terrible, terrible stomach thing. Ooh, couples and yeah, I did. That was actually really a fun series that I did. And I tried to do it this year, but it didn't happen. Because all the celebrities I was looking up, I wanted to do celebrities, like current celebrities, and it was like everyone was like having a bad go of it. Let's take a look. I don't know if I have any more requests in the feed, but let's take a look at Machine Gun Kelly, because I guess someone said in one of the comments, um Megan Fox has, I guess she blocked him, took down all of their pictures, and then friended Eminem, Harry Styles, who isn't friending Harry Styles, and Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly have like a beef, like a some kind of, Eminem has a beef with everybody. Eminem had a beef with Triumph, the comic dog, the puppet. Like, oh my god, lighten up, dude. So I do like him though. But anyway, so I saw in one of the comments that they said, "Ooh, maybe he went for Sophie." And Sophie is this gorgeous gal who I think is in his band. So let's see if that's what's going on. Did Machine Gun Kelly, who I do like the song, I like this song, the Valentine song. I do like it. Sorry, I know it's corny. I'm like too old to like that music, but I do. I was listening to Steely Dan and the Alan Parsons Project the other night while I was playing Mario Kart. So I don't know. I'm in some weird age group. So to Machine Gun Kelly, step out with the Sophie gal. Is it with the Sophie gal? 10 of Wands. Two of Pentacles. And that is our Page of Pentacles. He just does not want to commit. He's engaged, but he doesn't want to do it. Oh my. And then we got Alicia Sneaky Snacker there, the 7 of Cups. Or no, I'm sorry, not Sneaky Snacker, gaslighting. Sorry, not a sneaky snacker. No sneaky snacker alert. So Machine Gun Kelly and this Sophie gal. I don't think it's her. I think it's him. I think he is being very cavalier because the relationship is more than he wants to deal with. Let's face it. I mean, he has a daughter that he was incredibly adorable with. On everything that I've seen him, he's like, I don't know if he was married to her mom or what, but he's got a great relationship with the mom apparently, and great relationship with this little girl. And she's so, I mean, she's, I think, a teenager now, but it looks like the relationship has just become too much. It's just too much to keep up with. Like there's no getting their foot off the gas, and it's almost like, oh god, like I can't sustain this kind of an energy level. I just want to lay in my pool on a float and just chill out. Like legit, like he just wants to lay on a pool float and just chill out for a little while. So wouldn't be surprised if we see him go on vacation, or kind of disappear into his backyard, into the pool. He doesn't want to move forward with the relationship. He does not want this. Just isn't his thing. She's about a lot of money, like, and about the brand of them together. She's all about that, and she wants to work, and she wants to have all of this, and she wants to keep pushing forward and pushing the envelope, and pushing the barriers, and really doing like it. There definitely is this element of he doesn't want to wind up where Madonna is, where like they're just being so outrageous for the sake of being outrageous that it becomes like a comedy show. He doesn't want to do that. He is pretty out there himself, like with the spikes coming out of his suit and everything. Like he's pretty out there himself. But I think in real life, he's actually a pretty kind of mellow dude. I think he's still a wackadoodle. Like I'm a wackadoodle all day long, like there's nothing wrong with that. But I think he is a bit more grounded and not Hollywood. I think he would, just as soon rent a beach house and like kind of go and chill out for a while and just be cool. And I think his kid is what keeps him grounded. She is a bit more Hollywood, and when they got married, she thought her stock went up, like, and they were going to be a powerhouse together. So I think he's kind of been pulling back. I don't think this is necessarily a cheating thing. I don't think he no. No, I don't think it's a cheating thing. I think it's an energetic thing. I think he's just kind of over it. Oh well. I'm looking forward to his response to being uh disinstagrammed. So thank you, Jay Marcus. Oh god. Another troll. Look at the troll. Troll in the dungeon. Yes, I will pull a rose card for Deborah, of course. 100%. You have but to ask, my love. The Alchemist. There we go. That is a beautiful, and that is the Madame Caroline test out. Test out. So all of the roses that are in this deck are actual real roses. They have an actual variety of rose for each card. So the Alchemist, time for change, leaving something behind and casting off the energies, people, and activity that no longer serve you. Standing alone may be the way to find the answers you seek, and you are also in the position to help others find clarity and divine wisdom to enrich and powerfully change their lives. Do not be hesitant in sharing. The Alchemist usually has an aura of the mysterious and the magical about them, but they are grounded individuals who affect change through their deep understanding of their own intuition. Oh, Deborah, this is a great card for you. Yeah, this is a great, and the plant energies, meanings and uses, transformation, knowledge, power, intuition, magic. Deities are Hephaestus and Brigid. Brigid? That's an Irish thing, I think. The astrological sign is Sagittarius. So, ooh, super duper. If anybody else wants a rose card, just let me know. Just put rose in big letters with a rose emoji if you want. Age of Awakening, Mystic Rose. I really need that rose now. Oh, good. Good. Fun. You know, every time I see a picture of Switzerland, I'm like, why do I live in New Jersey? Like, why do I live in New Jersey? Oh, hey, Sunny Girl, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Um, flipping awesome. Yes. Okay, so serendipity. I'll ask you a question. Gosh, like everything's so cool right now. So what was the energy shift that just happened with me? Like overnight, like I had a crazy energy shift and I wonder what that's all about. So we'll follow up on that. So I asked Serendipity. I have to write it down. This is the age I am that I have to write everything down. What was my energy shift? All right, so we'll see what serendipity is actually a healer and an intuitive, and she is amazing. So, oh, Penny, did they get back together? They got back to. Oh, I gotta look it up. Such drama. She actually deleted her whole Instagram. Oh, they got into a big fight. So they got into a big fight over the weekend. This one seems serious. But they usually work through it. They haven't officially called off the engagement, but Megan took off her ring. Fox is very upset and won't speak to him. So dramatic. So that is today at 5:05. So maybe they're getting back together for maybe she's trying to get a better Valentine's Day gift. You know, sometimes people do that. So yeah, so let's see. Oh, so all right, so Sunny Girl's got the 7 and let's see what kind of game she's playing. I need a stronger deck. Penny, bringing out the naked deck. This is for you, Penny, the naked deck. So let's see. Megan Fox, what is she playing at? What is she playing at with this? What is she playing at with this? Oh, okay. Oh boy. Whoop. We'll just cover that up there for now. Put a little whoop, right over there so I don't get in trouble. I'll do like heart of the matter. She does not like his work ethic. He's like kind of content at the level that he's at right now. And she wants to be all the way up here. She wants to like reign on high. You know, she's just not happy with where he's headed. And she wants to create like a completely different lifestyle. So she doesn't think that he earns enough. She doesn't think he's serious enough. Which is odd because I do think that he actually is on a Machine Gun Kelly's path. We've got Queen of Pentacles. I mean, it's just going to take some time for him to earn that up. The Eight of Wands, it's just taking a little bit longer. I think he's going to have an interesting situation later on. I think he's going to be one of those musicians that maybe transitions into being like an actor or a producer, like a really amazing producer, or like he puts together his own festival and like every year he's got like a big festival like Ozfest or Lollapalooza, something like that. You know, he's going to do something that's a much bigger thing, but not by himself. He's going to be part of a group that does a much bigger thing. He's going to kind of be the head and the face of it, but there are going to be other people involved. She wants to be like the one, the like couple that everyone pays attention to. That's really what she wants. She wants to be like Brad and Angelina, but you know, Sid and Nancy style, you know, which I don't know anyone who would want to be Sid and Nancy. Like that did not end well, you know. I get it. Like it was like a weird punk rock romance, but yeah, you kind of want to wind up like that. I don't think so. So, and they were both mentally ill. Did I say? I didn't mean to say that. Not Megan and Colton or Machine Gun Kelly. Sid Vicious and Nancy Spungen. They were not well. I've done readings on them. They were not well. So so that's what I think is going on with her. I think this is just like she just wants to see, you know, more intention of becoming like a really serious Hollywood player, which is a shame, you know. But yeah, Sunny Girl, like in that case, like happy with what you've got. So let's see. I'm scrolling through. All right. So Serendipity, I'm throwing you a rose. Let me put that over there. That over there. Oh, Simon says I got to do your rose first. But this is fun doing roses. I like giving out roses. We'll have to do this every Valentine's Day. Since like once upon a time when I worked in a bar, they had the rose girls who go around with roses. So, all right. So this one is for Simon Says. So we've got the advocate. The advocate. I remember this card from getting it once before. It's a good way for me to remember them. And I'm putting glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So, time for teamwork, enlisting the help of others, and a little bit of fact finding. By all means, speak up, but brush up on your communication skills by pausing to listen until you are certain that your message will be taken in the right context and be as effective as possible. If you're stuck, then you need to reevaluate your commitments. The advocate is dedicated to change for greater good, and they will create a life that revolves around this. Those in their sphere are thought of as a team and family members working with them in all sorts of capacities for a shared vision. Serendip, we're getting another rose for you. And this is the caregiver. We just had that. So just to remind you, caregiver is making good choices. That is important at the moment. And they will assess the outlook carefully and create structure of care to suit. So this is about curating care for others. Mystic Rose, a rose for Alexei. And we've got the ancestor. Didn't pick that one yet. It's the Cherokee Rose. And the ancestor is the beginning, the ending, and the space between worlds is a place to find the essence of what it is to be you, and where you might find answers that better align with the core of your beliefs. This may be an ending, but in all completions comes the chance to set forth once again. This indication of or affirmation that your intuitive feelings are leading you into the right direction. Ancestor leaves the gifts of their experience in the DNA of time for us to discover and work with, so that we may in turn leave something of worth, a thin layer of our truth and view. Really good message for that one. All right. So Becca, I love giving out roses on Valentine's Day. This is so much fun. So, and I'm going to pull this down. The Giver, and that is the Adam Rose. Hydrating. Slow down the rhythm of your life and give yourself more time, more love, and understanding. Make sure. Did I tell you this when I did your reading that you needed self-care? Make sure the patterns you have already created are serving you well. You could find that this is a good time to take on additional training, and those in a position could be drawn to each other. And those in such a position could be drawn to teach what they know. Be wary of neglecting your own needs at the moment. The giver is committed to community and to the care and support of others and their surrounds. They are dedicated to creating strong, lasting legacies that can ensure the longevity of what they care about. These are so fun. Sarah, you got the Gardener, which is the Triomphe du Luxembourg Rose. The Gardener. We can't expect the harvest until you plant the right seeds and are prepared to nurture your crop. Oh, we got this earlier. And so it is with energies and situations around you at the moment. You can expect a good harvest, but you have to put in the work. If not, you better start looking at how you can improve next time. People, relationships, and you all need multifaceted attention to grow. The gardener does not always work according to original plans. They are prepared to change, move, and adapt in line with the seasons, events, and challenges that the world presents. So, okay. Oh, all right. We can pull some more for you guys if I have more rose requests. But we're gonna see. So, Jay, you can pull me a card too. See what's going on with this energy shift that I had. I like this crazy energy shift. So, Serendipity says, I am heading down a new path in 2 months. I needed to clear my previous thoughts on what I was wanting. Here, I'm going to pull one of these. I'm gonna pull one of these for myself. Let's see what it is. I am hearing you needed breath. I did. It's crazy. So I got the Challenger. This rose looks like fried eggs. It looks like fried eggs. So the Challenger, the Scotch rose. What is this all about? This is my rose, guys. So when challenges arise, it must be remembered that success is just a fleeting moment and not the catalyst of change. The way we react and experience a challenge is where adversity or challenge shapes us. A knee-jerk reaction based purely on a feeling may appear as strength to others, but the outcome is usually short-lived. The challenger rises decisively to meet a challenge, and how they deal with it will always be more worthy than any failure or victory. Take a moment to plan, to gather all the resources and information required before taking the next step. That is interesting. Okay. So I needed to clear my energetic blueprint and have a reset. Yeah, I think I did that. I honestly have been doing so much meditation and like no rhyme or reason. Like I'm doing, oh my God, my ear's ringing really bad right now. Somebody's talking about me. So like not just like Joe Dispenza, like welcoming in new opportunities. I've been doing like remote viewing with Dick's. I've been leaning into Dick Sutphin a whole lot. I really like his work. And he's got a bunch of stuff on Audible if you guys want to get tuned into him. His past life regression, ultra deep hypnosis, ultra depth hypnosis is amazing. But I've been doing like past life regression. I've been doing the remote viewing, astral projection, like I'm having just such a blast with it. And I'm just doing the audio ones right now. I have the video ones as well on DVD, but I don't put those on. Oh, Shelly, yeah, I thought she couldn't take the ring off either, but I guess maybe she cut her finger off. I don't know. We'll find out. And refocus. It is not the right time for your new path. You're right. You're right. I made that decision. I said, I'm just going to keep riding out. You have to put out your thoughts. Yes, I agree. So, and Jay Marcus, one of my questions about my energy shift recent. Keep your focus pulled in, and when the changes come, hold your cards close to your chest. Yes, I agree with that. I agree that. Stay pulled into your desires. I wish I had it. You can. We just have to go over to Alicia's website and order some. I am hearing eat, pray, love. Yes. Yes. I'm actually eating so much cleaner right now. A short energetic break, even in the day, and solitude by water will cause a huge shift. Yeah. So what what I'm doing is I'm taking breaks on my treadmill and like I'm chugging water. So like that, like during the day, like I'm just kind of popping on the treadmill, but I've been doing like marathon sprints for like on the weekend, clear my headspace. Yeah, this is helping. This is totally helping. Part of the shift was hormone related, maybe. I possibly, yeah, possibly. Because you know what? You're seeing. Oh, Shelly, who's this? Shelly, we know who this is, right? I only have one Irish guide, and he drinks a shit ton of Jameson. And he's tingling and things in my house. So, oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I know who that is. I know who that is, Sari. That's awesome. I'm gonna cry. I'm totally gonna cry. So Sunny Girl says, and you guys are great. This is so awesome. Who has a YouTube channel and they get readings from their viewers? This is unbelievable. So meditate and raise the Kundalini. Yeah, that's something I've been trying to do. It's funny when I do meditate. That's because I TMI, I do have some fibroid issues. That's where my chakras start to get stuck, is like all down in that. So it's one of the reasons why I've been like eating really clean, except for the chocolates that I shoved in my face yesterday. So yeah, thank you Serendipity, thank you Sunny Girl, you guys are awesome. All right, so what else do we have here? Serendipity. Oh, he is working through Mystic Rose. That's great. That's great. Oh, I'm so glad you loved your roses. This was fun. So, Rose, I'm going to give you another rose. Got roses for everybody. Shelly, does Lily need a rose? Does she want a rose, my little sweetie pie? So, the Pioneer. Rose for Rose, the Pioneer. So, and we'll go back to glasses so I can actually see what I'm doing. Look, I look so much smarter now. A new beginning or looking back at the start of a situation may be beneficial for you at present. Sometimes we find ourselves forever jumping from one thing to another in a constant quest to better ourselves. While this is a way to explore and develop style and character, it doesn't help with growth or depth. The pioneer is someone who is the first, but they have developed a deep and educated understanding of the endeavors they are undertaking. Look a little deeper at what is already there, what you are doing before you jump forward. Have you missed something along the way? So there we go. That's another one, another rose. So serendipity, by the way, you know what's so funny? The other day, Greg and I were talking about the practical situations in my life that I know you're aware of. And he had actually asked Chris, his friend that passed away, who is Irish through and through. He's my little Irish angel. Had asked me, Chris, can't you do something about this for her? So I wonder if he kind of called in that favor. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen though. Thank you so much, and thank you, Serendipity. I love doing readings. This is really my favorite part of the day. I really do like this. It's super great. I'm grateful that I can do this for all of you. I'm grateful that I was granted this ability and I was able to flex it, and that I'm grateful for like Lori Williams, who has her amazing class online that I got to take. If it wasn't for my day job, I wouldn't have been able to take that course. And it's really, really amazing. So J Mark has got an emotional energy shift for me, and I'm looking at it logically and I'm seeing things a little bit differently. Yeah. So like my foot came off the gas a while ago, and like I almost like my foot came off the gas and I like parked the car, and now my foot's off the gas and I'm just kind of driving like 25 miles an hour. So I'm putting my energy in a different direction. So I am impatient. Even if it's freezing, just go out. I will go outside. I know he does. So Lily Cheese gets you and Lily Cheese. This is for the Creep Show family. Lily Cheese, my Lily monster. I hope she's watching. If she's watching, tell her I said I love my Lily monster. I'm sorry that I'm not going to get to see you guys tomorrow, but I will see you another day. So I got one for Shelly, one for Lily. Lily gets the warrior. No kidding, right? My little baby girl. So Pioneer again, that's about getting there first. A new beginning or looking back at the start of a situation is beneficial at the moment. The pioneer is someone who is first, but they've developed a deep and educated understanding of the endeavor they are undertaking and look a little deeper at what they already have and what they're doing before they move forward. And then the warrior. The warrior, which is the Marechal Neil Rose. The pioneer's the prickly rose. The warrior, this could represent a challenge in which you need to step up, stand up, or speak up. If anyone's bullying her at school, she's got to stand up to them. I'm just saying. But the energy to fight will only come for something that's worth the battle. There may be something slowing outcomes or a delay in a hoped for resolution, but all the same, nothing is lost just yet. Be careful and pick your battles and don't get caught up in the drama that will bring you no personal long-term joy and comfort. Warrior develops skill, is loyal and true to the cause they are aligned with, and makes planned actions towards the goals they are trying to reach. So, guys, I'm seeing it's 8:42. I just want to make sure I just got another super chat. I want to make sure I get to everybody who did the super chats. Yeah, Deb is awesome. Chris did smoke cigars with my husband. Are you seeing him? Yeah, smoke cigars. That was their thing together. So, yeah, he's a great guy. Great guy. So, and thank you so much, Rose. Thank you, dear. Oh my God. Shelly, are you seeing this? Oh my God. Yeah, that's my yard. That's my yard. So Jay, that's wild. That is wild. Yeah, well, that's a story for another day. So yeah, so I guess he's hanging around a little bit. I'll have to I gotta tell Greg to go look at the live chats on this one. So listen, thank you. I'm gonna shut this down, but thank you all for coming and hanging out. Jay, send me an email. Send me an email. I'll fill you in while I'm waiting to pick up my son. So thanks so much. I hope all of you have an amazing Valentine's Day. I hope that you just feel the love. Like I honestly, I love doing this channel. I didn't think that this was going to be a thing for me. But it's such an amazing, really chill, supportive community that we're building here. And I've met so many cool people that through here, it's just been really great. You guys that are, you get private readings from me. I mean, this, that like keeps the electric going, that keeps my YouTube going, keeps my StreamYard going. But it's just been so great to be able to reach out and help people like this, because this is, that's why I read tarot. That's why I do spiritual counseling. It really is to help people. So I'm so glad that I could do. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional today. So see, serendipity. You said there's an emotional thing going on. So no, I'm just so happy that I can do this. It's really, this is my happy place. Some people like have a happy place out in their hammock. This is my happy place. I just wish I had a window. But I will have a window one day. So I wish you all the best Valentine's Day. Look for my production. I smacked my microphone. Look for my production videos this week, and also the the shorts. Tell me what you think about the shorts. Like I'm seeing they get like a lot of views like right away, but I just wanted to add more value. I wanted to give you guys like a card a day or a couple cards a day, so that you can have something of your own for the day. So I hope it's cool, but definitely feedback. Let me know what you think of the new formats that I'm using. And I hope you guys have just the best week. So Wednesday, Alicia's doing her live for Moon Moth Manor. So I probably won't be live until next Wednesday or maybe over the weekend. So we're going to medieval times this week. I've never been. Everybody in my family's been except for me. So I'm going to be at medieval times for the first time this weekend. So, but I will try and squeeze in a live for you guys. Okay. So thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you. And Jay, definitely email me, fortunecookiestarot@gmail. I'll fill you in on all that. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you again.